Welcome to Hero vs. Villains. What do you think when Eternal Storm and Hela are pitted against each other? They are gods, the very embodiments of the fundamental forces that have shaped reality. Two entities representing eternal opposites, life and death, thunder and darkness, eternity and destruction. In one corner stands the eternal goddess of the storm, the most powerful member of the eternal race who awakened her latent power after death and was reborn as a being that transcends all limits. One who has clashed with the Celestials themselves and shaken the very foundations of the Marvel Universe, Ororo Munroe, the Eternal Storm. In the other corner stands the goddess of death, the firstborn daughter of Loki, who has ruled over Hel and Niflheim for millennia, who has slain countless Asgardian gods with her own hands, and even dared to challenge the All-Father Odin himself, Hela, goddess of death. Eternal Storm brings nature's wrath amplified by the cosmic power of the Eternals, the ability to manipulate weather at a quantum level, and an immortal body. Hela brings the absolute might of death, absolute immortality within her own realm, and the ability to touch the soul of any living being. When the Eternal Storm confronts the mistress of the realm of the dead, when the thunder of life collides with death's cold hand who will ultimately rule the skies, from the moment of her birth she was a special being, a symbol of nature's power. But her journey to becoming Eternal Storm is a story of death, rebirth, and the awakening of a power beyond all imagination. Ororo Munroe was born the daughter of a Kenyan tribal princess and an American photojournalist. Her blood carries the legacy of an ancient line of priestesses who were gifted with white hair, eyes as blue as the sky, and an innate ability to control the weather. Orphaned at a young age, she grew up on the streets of Cairo, where she learned to survive as a pickpocket before instinct led her back to Africa, where she was worshipped as a goddess by her mother's own tribe. As Storm, she joined the X-Men and quickly became one of their most powerful and respected members. She is a natural-born leader, a fearless warrior, and a woman of indomitable will. But her power, though astonishing for an Omega-level mutant, was only a fraction of her true potential. That potential was only unlocked when she faced death. During the Sins of Sinister event, Ororo Munroe died, yet death was not the end for her. She was resurrected through eternal technology, but it was far more than a simple return to life. The resurrection process awakened something deep within her, a latent power she never even knew she possessed. She became the Eternal Storm, a being combining the Omega-level weather manipulation of a mutant with the cosmic power, immortality, and energy manipulation abilities of an Eternal. With this new power, Ororo no longer simply controls the weather of Earth. She can manipulate weather on a cosmic scale. She can generate energy storms in the vacuum of space, manipulate the magnetospheres of planets, and even tamper with the very fabric of reality. She has faced the Celestials, the beings who shaped the universe, and forced them to respect her power. She is no longer just a mutant. She has become a true goddess, an eternal with the heart of a mortal and the power of a cosmic entity. Cosmic-level weather manipulation. This is Eternal Storm's core and most fearsome power. No longer confined to Earth's atmosphere, she can control weather on a cosmic scale. She can conjure storms of pure energy in the vacuum of space, lightning bolts carrying the power of stars, and solar winds capable of scouring entire planets. She has used this power to create a massive storm engulfing an entire planet and even threaten the Celestials themselves. Her abilities go beyond creating weather phenomena. She can manipulate the fundamental forces of the universe, such as electromagnetism, gravity, and thermal energy, at a quantum level. Ororo's body has been transformed at a cellular level, granting her all the attributes of an Eternal. She possesses superhuman physical strength, allowing her to go toe-to-toe with the mightiest beings. Her durability has also been significantly enhanced. She can withstand physical and energy attacks that would have instantly killed her before. Most importantly, she possesses the immortality of the eternal race. She can be injured, even killed, but she will always resurrect, just like all other Eternals, unless destroyed by extremely specific means. As an Eternal, Ororo can now manipulate pure cosmic energy. She can fire destructive energy blasts from her hands and eyes, create protective energy shields, and use cosmic energy to augment her weather-based attacks. The fusion of cosmic energy and her innate weather control creates a devastatingly synergistic power. Despite possessing the power of a god, Aurora retains the spirit of a warrior. She is the leader who has guided the X-Men through countless battles, a woman who will never yield to any foe. It is this very iron will that allows her to control her immense new power and wield it effectively. She is not just an engine of destruction. She is a warrior with a heart and a mind. I really hope you'll subscribe to the channel. It would help us out tremendously, and you are the absolute best. Thank you so much. Now, let's talk about Hela, the goddess of death of Asgard. Hela is the embodiment of cold and eternal death. She is not a mere villain, she is a force of nature, an integral part of the cosmic cycle. She is the goddess of death, and her power is absolute within her own realm. Hela is the firstborn daughter of Loki, born from a dark and mysterious union. From the moment of her birth, her fate was sealed. Odin, the All-Father, perceiving the power and potential danger within this granddaughter, appointed her the goddess of the dead, granting her dominion over Hel and Niflheim, 2 of the 9 realms. It was both an honor and an exile. Hela is bound to her realm, and her power is directly proportional to that connection. For millennia, Hela has ruled the realm of the dead with an iron fist. She is not a mindless destroyer. She is a cold and impartial ruler, adhering to the ancient laws of life and death. She does not kill indiscriminately. She merely collects the souls of the dead, especially those who did not die in glorious battle to enter Valhalla. However, her ambition does not end with ruling the land of the dead. She has always yearned to expand her kingdom, scheming multiple times to invade Asgard and the other realms. Hela's power is the power of death itself. She possesses the ability to manipulate souls, control darkness, and wields astonishing physical strength. She has slain countless Asgardian warriors with her own hands, fought Thor to a standstill, and even dared to challenge Odin himself. The most terrifying aspect of Hela is that she is virtually absolutely immortal. Within her own realm, she cannot be killed, and even outside of Hel, her power is more than enough to make any foe tremble. She is the nightmare of all the 9 realms. Hela possesses absolute power over the souls of the dead, particularly those belonging to Hel. She can summon, command, and torture souls. She can bestow death with a single touch, draining the life force from any living being. Her Hand of Glory is a terrifying weapon capable of draining life and turning its victim into a dried husk. She can also use her deathly energy to create destructive energy blasts, shadow blades, and impenetrable barriers. As an Asgardian goddess, Hela possesses a superhuman physique with strength, speed, and durability far exceeding that of mortals. She can fight Thor hand-to-hand and withstand blows from Mjolnir. Yet, it is her immortality that is the most frightening. Within her realm of Hel, Hela is virtually omnipotent and indestructible. Even outside of Hel, killing Hela is only temporary. She will always resurrect, for death cannot die. Her sole weakness lies in her connection to Hel. If Hel were to be destroyed or she were completely severed from her power source, her strength would diminish significantly. She is also vulnerable to unique divine weapons and attacks that target her own soul. Hela can manipulate darkness as if it were a living entity, using it to create instant teleportation portals between realms. She can vanish and reappear within shadows, making her an exceptionally elusive opponent. She can also craft illusions from darkness to deceive her enemies. Hela has existed and fought for millennia. She is a seasoned warrior, highly skilled in all manner of weapons and tactics. She is also a powerful sorceress, deeply versed in the ancient magic of Asgard. Her blade, the Night Sword, is not merely a sharp physical weapon. It is a magical blade capable of cleaving souls and absorbing an enemy's life force. Now, let me give you a direct comparison and battle analysis. In terms of pure destructive power, Eternal Storm holds a clear advantage. Her ability to manipulate weather on a cosmic scale allows her to unleash attacks of tremendous force, far exceeding what Hela can do outside her own realm. A cosmic energy storm, a lightning bolt carrying the power of a star, or a solar wind capable of scouring an entire vast area. These attacks can inflict serious damage on Hela's divine form. However, Hela's power is more subtle and insidious. Her Hand of Glory is an instant finishing move if it connects. She doesn't need to destroy Ororo's body, she only needs to touch her and drain her life force. This is a threat Eternal Storm must be extremely wary of. Both are immortal, but in different ways. Eternal Storm can be killed, but she will resurrect via eternal technology. Hela can also be defeated and temporarily destroyed, but she will always return from Hell. This is a theoretical stalemate. However, there is a crucial difference. Eternal Storm's resurrection depends on the technology and processes of the eternal race, whereas Hela's immortality is a cosmic law. In a prolonged battle, Hela's ability to recover and return could be faster and more reliable, especially if the battle takes place near Hell. Eternal Storm possesses the ability to counter one of Hela's greatest advantages: darkness and concealment. Her thunderstorms can illuminate every dark corner, neutralizing Hela's ability to hide and teleport through shadows. The blinding light from cosmic lightning bolts can dispel illusions and force Hela to remain exposed. Conversely, Hela has the means to attack a potential weakness of Eternal Storm: her heart and soul. Although Ororo's body is now that of an Eternal, her consciousness and soul remain those of a human or mutant. Hela, as the goddess of death, can attack Ororo's soul directly, attempting to separate it from her eternal body. This is a type of attack Eternal Storm has never faced before, and she may lack a perfect defense against it. The battle. The fight would begin with Eternal Storm summoning a colossal cosmic storm. Thunder, cyclones, and hail made of energy would rain down upon Hela. Hela would use her darkness and deathly energy to create shields, withstanding the initial onslaught. She would try to teleport through shadows to close in on Ororo and use her Hand of Glory, but the continuous light from the lightning bolts would prevent this, forcing her to fight more directly. Realizing she cannot easily get close, Hela would switch to attacking with deathly energy and magic. She would hurl shadow blades and green energy orbs at Ororo. Eternal Storm would retaliate with torrents of lightning and fierce winds, creating a spectacular energy duel. In this clash, Ororo's destructive power would prove slightly superior, gradually overwhelming Hela's defenses. The decisive moment would arrive when Hela, in desperation, plays her trump card. She would use the full power of the goddess of death to attack Ororo's soul directly, attempting to wrench it from her body. This would be a terrifying psychic assault, something even cosmic power would struggle to defend against. Ororo would feel as if her very life is being drained away. But it is in this very moment that Ororo Monroe's indomitable will and fighting spirit would shine. She has faced death, overcome it, and been reborn stronger. She would not succumb to fear. She would focus her entire will, combining the power of an Eternal with the primal survival instinct of an Omega-level mutant to resist Hela's pull. She would transform her very body into a being of pure storm energy, a state where the boundary between body and soul becomes meaningless. In that state, Hela's Hand of Glory would find nothing to grasp. Seizing upon Hela's confusion, Eternal Storm would unleash her final attack. She would summon all her power, creating a lightning bolt imbued not only with cosmic energy, but also with her entire will and fierce vitality. That bolt would pierce through all of Hela's shields, striking her directly. This is a battle that Eternal Storm wins, but not easily. Hela is one of the most powerful and fearsome entities in the Marvel Universe. Within her own realm, she is virtually unbeatable. However, in a direct confrontation on neutral ground, Eternal Storm holds the decisive advantages. Eternal Storm's power is a perfect fusion of elemental might and cosmic force, allowing her to deliver attacks of overwhelming destructive capacity. Her ability to generate continuous light perfectly counters Hela's shadow manipulation. And above all, Ororo Monroe's will and fighting spirit are weapons Hela could not have foreseen. Hela is accustomed to facing her enemy's fear, but Ororo does not fear death. She has died, been reborn, and become stronger. She is the very embodiment of life that constantly evolves and overcomes adversity. And that is our analysis of the battle between the Eternal Storm Goddess and the Asgardian Goddess of Death. Let us know your thoughts by commenting down below. Do you side with the Eternal Storm? or the goddess of death? If you enjoy these showdowns between Marvel's most powerful entities, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future epic battles. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again in the next Cosmic Clashes. That's today's video. Thank you so much.